morning, good afternoon. I wanted to provide you with the 10th update today. Um, I am feeling much better today than I did yesterday. I feel like, I feel like it's a new day. I feel like this thing is finally starting to leave my system, and I'm very hopeful today. Very hopeful. I feel so much better than I did yesterday. Um, Last night uh, was a pretty good night. I did wake up around 3 o'clock in the morning. I had a headache and a sore throat and some other things, but nowhere near what it was the previous week or even the night before. So I don't know if this thing was in its final throes yesterday and it decided to give it one last push, but push back even harder with the same regimen, sleep, hot fluids, and I feel good today. So I think this thing is finally on its way out. Today is the 14th day after I started experiencing symptoms. So we're exactly 2 weeks out to the day that I first started down the path of this thing. Again, I have had a hard time getting tested, and just finally was able to receive the test this week. So we're waiting the results. If this is not the COVID virus, then there is something seriously wrong with me. And at least I can be treated for that. I do still feel some degradation of my lungs right now, and I don't know if that's going to be something that's permanent or whether it's something that's temporary until whatever this is leaves my system. But either way, we'll deal with it as it comes. And if it's a permanent thing, then I still count it as a win because we came out on top of this thing. So you know, we'll go with it and just keep on moving. There are people with far worse conditions than me, and again, we'll just count this as a win. I did want to thank everybody again for all the comments, all the prayers, all the wishes. Um, I'm a very, very private person for my friends that know me. I don't share a lot of things with anybody. It's just not who I am. I thought it was important to come out with this because we are on the front end of this thing and there's no information out there and there's nowhere to turn. There are some things that I have shared in my previous videos that were wrong. There were some things I've shared that were right. Some of the comments have corrected me. Some of the times I've come on and said that that wasn't right and this is the way that it should be. And that's a part of what this is learning and growing together. This is a social network, and it's funny that the thing that drove us apart is now keeping us together. So while there's not a lot of information out there, us sharing with each other has helped a lot of people. And I want to thank you for the comments because while I may put the video out there, people are learning and growing from the comments that you are adding to this. So again, I want to thank you all for everything that you're doing and sharing with people and letting people know exactly what uh, what solutions there are out there, what temporary relief there is out there to fight whatever this virus is. So thank you for that. I appreciate the comments. I appreciate the prayers. I appreciate the support. All the messages from the people that I know, the messages from the people that I don't know, the people out there that I just had somebody write me last night. I just happened to wake up and I got a message, and I don't know who this individual is, but said that she's been following along, has been praying. So I appreciate the people out there that I don't even know that are watching these things, because I think collectively that we have made a difference in the world. And hopefully people watch these, if they're watching it at the beginning of this thing, or if they're watching these in the middle of this thing, or at the end. Hopefully it helps if they have to deal with this in first person, or if it's somebody that they care about or love. So I wanted to thank you for that. Today is a really good day. I feel optimistic. I feel great. If I could get out and go outside and take a walk, I would. But maybe I'll just have to do another hour and a half circuit around the room and open up all the windows to get some fresh air and count that as a win. So I wanted to again just say a word of thanks. So with that being said, I am going to go and enjoy this beautiful Saturday up here in the state of Maryland, and I hope that you are doing the same and enjoying the same. I will keep you updated on what my symptoms look like. And as soon as my test results come back, I will share that with you, whether it's positive or whether it's negative. In all honesty, I'm hoping that they come back positive because I can't imagine dealing with this thing, and this was not what the COVID-19 virus was. I dread that my results will come back negative. I really, really, truly do. I'd really like to just say that this is it, since we're on the other side of whatever this virus or illness that I had was, and say that I have the antibodies built up, so that there's not an immediate round two, and I don't have to be as cautious. So I know that the symptoms can get far worse, and I just don't. I don't want to have to. I'd rather have a positive test result. So either way, I think that you guys have helped a lot of people out there in the comment section. Like I said, deal with this thing and learn how to temporarily relieve some of the symptoms. So thank you for that. Thank you to my friends that are in the medical profession. Thank you to my friends that are not in the medical profession, that have heard things and are willing to share things. I am fortunate, and I count myself fortunate today to have friends from all over the spectrum of life. And the one common thing that you all have is that you are positive influences in my life, and I do appreciate that. I have had some painful experiences where I have thought people were friends, and I have had to cut them out no matter how hard it's been. But if you are around me, you have added a positive influence in my life, and I appreciate that, and I appreciate who you are. So, and the same for all of you out there that are not in my close circle. If you can just add something positive to somebody's life in some kind of way without doing harm, that's the most we can ask for as human beings. So that's how I live my life. That's how I try to treat other people, and hopefully you're doing the same. So with that being said, thank you. Go enjoy your Saturday. Thank you for your prayers, and a big thanks to the Bill Withers radio station for giving me positive vibes all morning. Rest in peace. So thank you. Have a good day. Stay inside. Stay safe.